you hear me? Can you hear? Cool.
What's up, y'all? Anything you want to do today? Any postures or body parts? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll get little twists for that. Yeah. Okay.
Revolved Pada Astapadagustasana.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's play around a little bit. So I've been telling my little story this week. I was just watching a little video. If anybody knows who Jerry Lopez is, he's a famous surfer. They call him Mr. Pipeline. Probably sounds like he's good at pipeline, right? So someone was interviewing him and asked him, what goes through your brain when you're about to jump up on like a big wave? And he was like, nothing. And he was, before that, prior, he was talking about, he's a big yogi. So he was talking about meditation and how he finds that moment to be very meditative. And you know, meditation is like that state between being awake and being asleep, right? And how do you find that like magic spot? And that's what he was saying basically happens. I never thought about it before. So I went out, and luckily the waves were decent, pretty decent size. So I had that opportunity to be like, what do I think about when I jump up? Nothing. I think about that exact moment, right? Where am I right there in that moment? That's what I think about, right? It was, and it is sitting in that meditative state, because you can't think of anything else, right? If you're worried about what you're doing later, you're gonna eat shit, and it's not gonna be fun, right? And it's the same thing in yoga. The idea is that you are trying to be right here in this moment. Your mind's gonna wanna wander, right? That's why we're like, our mind wants to do everything. It's thinking about shit all the time. But you gotta be able to focus down to this moment, what you're doing in your practice right now, right? So what's the easiest way to get there? Your breath, right? Listen to yourself breathe. That's why I do that with y'all, right? Just listen to yourself breathe. That's a refinement. You don't have to concentrate on your breath one bit, right? It's gonna, even to the point where if you hold your breath and pass out, an empty cavity isn't gonna be filled. right? Like, so we want to think about if we concentrate on our breath, it's going to bring us right here in the middle of the hourglass, right? Right to that spot. The bottom of the hourglass, you can't get to that. That's gone, right? And the top, you don't know what's there. You might have an idea, you might guess. You don't know what's up there, right? You can't touch that. But what can we touch? That right now, right? So take a couple breaths here. Close your eyes maybe, sit up tall. And notice how it does that. It brings you right here. You know, it's Saturday. Yeah, we probably got some other shit we're going to do after this. But right now, we want to concentrate on our practice. And I say to you all the time, one of the things I talk about every single class is, I think one of the biggest challenges in yoga is moving with your breath. It sounds great, right? It's an awesome cue. You say, oh, move with your breath. It's not as easy as it sounds. Because in this instance, think about, we're going to do this. And this is one of the offerings I give you all in the beginning of a class. I'm going to say, like, count out the breath. So let's start it. Take a nice breath, right? Listen to yourself breathe. Already refinement. Then we slow down the beginning of the inhale and we push a little more on the end of the exhale. Another little refinement. And you decide, do you want to stay or do you want to move, right? Where do you want to go next? Then maybe we count out the breath. So your true breath is really your exhale, right? When you popped out, your lungs were full of fluid and you had to clear that out, and then gravity started to help fill an empty cavity. But we tend to always talk about inhale first. So on your inhale, it might be 2 or 3 seconds. Make your exhale the same 2 or 3 seconds. So we've created balance in the breath. That's the length that you're going to want your breath to be as you move. Now, as we move, your heart rate's going to come up a little bit, so your breath is going to get a little faster, but it's going to be very controlled. So as we move through our postures, we want all those movements to be 2 or 3 seconds, however long that half of the breath was. As the breath turns to movement, feel on the inhale for the 2 or 3 seconds, let the arms lift, however long your breath was. Now on the exhale, for the 2 or 3 seconds, let your fingers come to touch, your fingertips. Let your knuckle pads come to touch. Let the heels of the hands lightly come together. And now we say the breath goes to that space between our palms. And one time together to initiate our practice, together the sound of Om, all together, deep breath in. So softly bow our head to our hearts, our heads to each other's hearts. Inhale, lift the head, open the eyes, release the hands. All 4 hands and knees. Hands an inch or 2 in front of your shoulders, knees an inch or 2 behind your hips. This is low mountain, right? So we're going to pose. So we want to be starting to hug in. Pointer fingers straight forward or turned out. If they're turned in this way, right, you're starting to go internal rotation. Look what happens in my arm and my shoulder. It's disintegrating, right? So I want to turn those fingers out a little bit and I'll start to integrate that shoulder, the rotator cuff in a good place. Start hugging the forearms in. Start pulling the energy up the arms. Sweep the inner heels out. Start hugging the shins in. Pull the energy up the legs. Pull your heels to your butt. Feel the backs of the legs, those hamstrings. Keep hugging the shins in. Feel the inner thighs. Pull the pelvic floor up. Pull your belly button in like you're taking your sacrum towards the ceiling. We're not trying to tuck under, right? But we don't want our belly to fall to the floor either. Now slide the back of your neck towards the ceiling. Chin to chest just a little bit so that your gaze is right across your fingertips. Right now your muscles are hugging in real strong. Every muscle's hugging into a bone. Take one more breath. And then when you're ready, work your cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back, lift the sit bones, reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, round the back. Look to your belly, lengthen your sit bones towards your heels. Your inhale, arch. Your exhale, round. Now think of like one of the things we're going to do today, that chest opener, that would be like the inhale. And on the inhale, you feel the heads of the arm bones, they root real deep into the shoulder sockets. That's when you feel that peel come up the belly. The sit bones are lifting up towards the sky, right? So we're getting that arch. We're feeling an engagement in the upper back. We're feeling a length through the front, up the abdominal wall in your chest. One more, and then come to a neutral position, so find that flat back. Then walk the knees back, come to puppy dog. So we want to stack our hips up on top of our knees, our arms are overhead. Same hand placement, shoulders width apart at least, if not a little wider. For a lot of us, our pinkies are going to be off the mat. For me, it's the tip of my middle finger, my ring finger, and my pinky are all off the mat. But that's the width that I need with my shoulder. If you have a shoulder injury, you're going to want to go a hair wider. It's going to help you flow and move a little bit, or if you're tight in the shoulders. Now, pull your bellies in. Yeah, we're not trying to let our chest just collapse to the floor. Pull your shutters closed. If you're not sure where your shutters are, it's the bottom of your rib cage. If you look forward, here's my shutters blown open. I got to close them. There's the engagement in the upper abs. Now slide your forehead off the mat if it's not already there, so that the muscles in the back of the neck are engaging. Now keep the forearms lifting up. Keep the inner biceps lifting up. And then gently soften your chest towards the mat. There's the big opener. Side bodies, pecs, your chest, lats, middle, upper back. Look forward, TP the fingers on the right hand, thread the left hand underneath for the twist. Now, twists are above the waist. So that means we can't let this left hip drop. It's going to try to drop on us. We can't let it. So the way to neutralize that is push down into your left knee and keep pulling that energy up into the left hip. Remember, that's below the waist. Then you're going to reach forward out of the crown of your head. So now you're peeling forward out of the waist. The spine gets tall. Now maybe take that right elbow to the sky. You can start to peek up your hand towards this brick wall. One more breath. And then inhale, come back to center, soften down the middle. When you're ready, TP the fingers on the left hand. Thread the right hand underneath or whatever your side two is. So now we're going to bring a little more intention to that right leg and right hip. So think, split the energy. Sit bones are reaching back behind you, kind of like where the ceiling and the wall are meeting. Then you're reaching forward. And then as you start to open the chest just a little bit, then you're going to do it again. Take another breath. You got the foundation. You hug in or you feel. Maybe you lift that arm. Yep. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Take a breath here. Step back to plank. Shoulders are on top of your wrist crease, and you're reaching out of your heels. So if you look up at Trina, she's in what's called dorsiflexion, right? The only time she comes straight up and down, this is when she goes to chaturanga. This part, she never does. Go into plantar for me. That, all the way, keep going. That, never that. So we're here, chaturanga, but now we're here, dorsiflexion. Toes are closer to your shins. So if your shoulders are behind your wrist crease, you got to tiptoe forward a little bit. That way, when your shoulders line up on top of your wrist crease, you can reach your heels back. Now push back, downward dog. That'll also be the length for your downward dog. So now you know this matches. This is how it's going to link up. This is part of one of our vinyasas, right? Where we're going to link poses together. So we want this all to match. Now on this first downward dog, you could bend the knees. You could bend your knees on every downward dog. But here, maybe we soften, we pedal, we swivel, we wiggle a little bit. But we're going to keep the arms like the forearms lifting up, the inner biceps lifting up. We're going to keep sliding the back of our neck towards the front of the room where the ceiling and the wall meet, so our chin isn't hanging to the floor. We're going to pull those shutters closed. We're going to pull that belly button towards the spine. We're going to keep the pelvic floor drawing up. Then if you want to straighten the legs, you got to engage the hammies first. So you got to keep pulling your heels to your butt and your butt to your heels. That's how you're going to engage your hamstrings isometrically. Then you're going to reach down the back of the legs and out of the bottom of the heels. Next inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Keep going. Remember the 2 or 3 second thing? So if your inhale is 2 seconds, it's going to take 2 seconds to come forward to plank. If your exhale is 2 seconds, it takes 2 full seconds to go back to downward dog. That's a long time. In yoga, in this instance, that's a long time. Not always in life, right? It's 2 seconds very long, but here it is. You could adjust a lot of shit in 2 seconds. And that's what we're doing it for. The slower we move, the more we can check in and find the line, create alignment. Correct those misalignments. One more. And then as you come forward to plank, exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take 3 nice breaths. Squeeze your shoulders back. So this is a back bend, which means your chest is opening. So you don't want your shoulders here. You want to go this way. Back and then down. And then lower the chest. Push up through plank. Back to downward dog. Check into those hands. See if those pointer fingers are turned in. If they are, reset them. Spread the fingers evenly. Pull the energy up the arms. The trick here in downward dog, like think of what your legs do. Look at the size of your legs. Look at your arms. Think of what they do. Look at the size of your arms. So the idea is if you're going to hold yourself up here, it's to get the weight back. So the way to do that is push your hands down and forward. And you can take your chest back towards your toenails. Now that the weight starts to go into the legs, it gets a little easier, right? Not easy, easier. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take the 3 nice breaths. Keep pulling your hands back to you so your belly keeps lengthening, right? The spine's getting tall. After your 3 breaths, back to chaturanga or lower your chest. Push up through plank. Back to downward dog. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. That's it. Hug that knee to the chest. Now stay high on your fingertips of your blocks. Trying to get your spine right straight, in line with that back thigh. That's one line we're looking for. What's the misalignment? This, right? This is something we're trying to unwind in our practice. Looking for neutral thoracic extensions. This is just neutral, like Tadasana. We're going to play in a couple breaths, right, when we start to come up. But right now, we're just looking for that neutral position. Front knees on top of your ankle and in line with your second toe, the one next to your big toe. Back heels pointing straight up. What's the misalignment here? It wants to fall in. Your inner heel out. It's going to bring your left hip forward. Pull your pelvic floor up. Yep. Pull your belly in. Pull your shutters closed. Heart reaches out front. Reach through the crown of the head. Come up. Pull the body. Now keep that left hip coming forward. Back to that root chakra. Pull up. Go beyond crown. Reach through your thumbs now. Yep. Now maybe curl back into the pose. As you go back of the heart up through the front of the chest. So this way you're going up on the inhale, and then exhale, you're curling back, not back and down. One more breath. Exhale the hands down to the floor. Keep the left hand down. Draw the right elbow back. Maybe reach up to the sky as you take the twist. Now this is one of those poses that left hip wants to collapse on you. So keep lifting that thigh up on the left side, but soften that right one down so it comes just about parallel with the floor, as close as you can get. Now reach the heel back behind you. Now reach forward out of the crown of the head. Now start to open the chest to the sky. Maybe look up. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hand down. Step back, downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Nice, y'all. Stay with your breath. Remember the 2 or 3 second thing. It might have came up just a little bit, right? Your heart rate might have come up a touch, so your breath might have got a little quicker, but still very controllable. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. You don't want to finish where you started, right? You want the pose to keep moving. So that's why maybe you start out on your blocks, and then as you start to feel the body opening, yeah, you lower down a little bit, right? You flip the block down a little bit, or maybe you start to go to your fingertip. Yeah, right? You want to feel your body's going to change. It takes like 20, sometimes 30 seconds for the muscles to release. So You're not just hanging out here waiting for me to say what the next pose is, right? You're moving this pose. You're reaching back. You're reaching forward. You keep hugging. You're collecting all that energy. Because here we go. When you're ready, inhale, come up, Vera 1 crescent. When you come up like you're holding 20-pound weights, right? For 2 or 3 seconds, your arms are going up overhead. And then bend into it a little. Right hip forward. And the more you push down, the more you reach up. Now maybe you curl back a little bit. You re-engage by pushing down and hugging in, reaching up and curling back. One more breath. Nice show. Exhale, the hands down. The right hand stays down. Left elbow draws back. Maybe we reach up to the sky. Keep your right shoulder rooting back like this. It's going to try to do this. We want to go this way. Like bicep to the front of the room. Maybe look up, play with the balance. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hand down. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Your breath. Take the right hand to the outside of the left calf or shin. Take the twist. So now with the left hand, you got to keep pushing down and forward. Keep that weight working back. Maybe start to peek underneath that left arm. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hand. When you're ready, left to the outside of right shin or whatever your side 2 is. Inhale, come back to center. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a nice big reach. Keep those legs fired up. Reach up through your thumbs. Maybe curl back a little bit, but keep those heels heavy. Keep the inner thighs working back. Keep the sacrum back. Keep the shudders controlled here, right? Belly in, shudders controlled. Maybe curl back one more breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the tops of your thighs. Sit back. So we're trying to push the weight. Attachment for the quads are going to come up here at the hip bones. So your hands are right here at your crease, and you're kind of persuading the energy down away out of that crease. Head and throat back. Yep. Push down, rise up. Take the arms up overhead. Bring the right hand behind your head, behind your back. Left hand to your elbow. Lat. This wants to happen. So it's heels, inner thighs, belly and sacrum, shudders. Now from here, I push my head back into my forearm. Now I can stand up tall. I could even draw my fingers up. Get into this tricep a little more. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Swap side 2. Fire up from your feet, up your legs. We're in Tadasana, so we're in mountain pose. We're just doing a variation here with the shoulder stretch, right? But your body should be like quivering a little bit. That's how much muscle energy you got, hugging in. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Now keep the weight balanced here. So it starts at your heel. That's where your weight's, when you're standing, your weight's being dissipated over your heel. Right? That's where we're trying to balance the weight out to. Now in this instance, we're leaning forward. Right? So there's going to be more weight forward. We're going to have to control it. So make sure those heels are rooted. Keep pushing down into them and sweeping the inner heels out. That's how you connect to glute med and piriformis, those pelvic stabilizers. Keep the inner arches lifting up. Yep. So we're going from the heel, the outer edge of the foot, to the pinky toe mound. Then we're going to spread our feet so our big toe mound reaches towards the middle of the mat. And as we place that big toe mound down, we make sure that arch doesn't collapse, because remember where the foundations were, the heel, the outer edge of the foot into the pinky toe mound. then into that big toe mound. That's a shit ton of work right there. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up. Sit back into Utkatasana, chair pose. In Utkatasana, your sit bones are gently going to reach down to the floor so the lumbar spine's filled in, belly's in, not up to the sky, not this. This way. Sit back a little deeper. Take the right hand across the body. Bring it to the outside of the thigh. Push the left hand together into the right. Yep. You want to extend the pose. You take the outside of the hand to the outside of the foot. You reach the left arm up to the sky. Inhale, come back to center. We're going for the whole thing. Sit back deep. Take that left hand across the body. Bring it to the outside of the thigh. Push the right hand into it. Keep the power here. Keep sitting back. You want to extend outside of the left hand to the outside of the right foot, right hand to the sky. Inhale, come back to center. Sit back nice and deep. Push down, rise up. Nice, y'all. Exhale, fold. Stay with your breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Move through your vinyasa 3 times. So start to flow through a little bit. Nice, y'all. Keep that pace. The breath is setting that tempo for you. We'll meet back in downward dog. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, lunge. Spin the back heel, come up extended side angle, Utthita Parsvakonasana. So bent arm to bent knee. Left arm can go in front if you want to plug. If you're ready to sweep it all the way up, sweep it up. But we want to start out, right? Breath, then foundation. Front toes are facing 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock over here, right? Your back toes are just in front of 9 o'clock. Keep the top of that left thigh back so you're reaching your left butt cheek towards the brick wall. The muscles we're stretching are our adductors, the inside of our thigh. That's why the knee keeps pulling in, right? We're stretching these muscles. So try to open that right side body. It's going to try to side crescent. You got to come up out of the hip, so open that side body. Yeah, now you can open the inside of the thigh. So you go sit bone to heel or sweep your heel towards this wall over here. Maybe hand down to the block or the floor. Yes, one more breath. Push into your front heel. Inhale, come up tall. Warrior 2. Take the palm up. Slide back into reverse warrior. Now keep that left thigh rooting back. It's going to try to pop forward on you. Keep sticking your butt back on that left side. Keep opening the inside of the right thigh. Now take a big breath on the right side of your ribs. You're going to feel this big expansion on the inhale. Exhale, you're going to curl back on it and peel it even a little bit more. Inhale, come back up. Warrior 2. Take a breath. Spin the hands down to the floor. Spin the back heel up. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. Spin the back heel, come up extended side angle. Side 2. So this wants to happen, right? We talked about this on side 1. So you have to squeeze this right side, obliques, right? To open up that left side. Feel the length happen from the left hip through that left armpit. The hand's going to go down to the block or the floor, inside the foot, a little more therapeutic, behind the foot, a little more challenging. Not one's better than the other. You're going to rotate open, take the top of the ribs back and the bottom of the ribs forward. Push into that front heel. Inhale, come up tall into warrior 2. Bend into the lead knee. Yep. Think of the 2 or 3 seconds. Take the palm up and then slowly go back for the 2 or 3 seconds. It's easy to just dump into that back hip, right? That's not the pose. The pose is all about control. You worked hard for that shit, right? To set this all up. You don't want it to just crumble. You want to keep building here. Just like you're going to take that big breath on the left side of the ribs. And on the inhale, you expand it open. And on the exhale, you curl it back. Inhale, come back up. Warrior two. Bring the gaze right over that middle finger. Spin the hands down to the floor. Spin the back heel up. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. When you get back to downward dog, exhale, lower your knees, sit back on your heels, take a little break. You can go child's pose, Vajrasana, whatever feels good to you. It's on. What do you want? What do you want? It's on. I can't make it go faster. It's on. Yeah, but I'm saying it's running. It's pumping. I put it on 64, but it's never going to get there, right? It's only going to go like one at a time. But it's on. Now it's off because I just turned it the wrong way. All right, let's meet all fours, hands and knees. It will come back on. It just takes about 60 seconds for it to reset. Step back to plank. Downward dog. What are you looking for? What do you need? I can't hear right now. Work through one vinyasa. Side of the right foot, stack the left foot on top or in front, come into side plank. Turn the bicep forward to root into the upper back. Push out of the big toe mounds, charge up the legs. Your chest, take the two. Window in the door, then you're going to take it. If you're holding the leg, release it. Inhale, come back to plank. Push back, downward dog. Take a breath. Roll to the outside of the left foot. Stack the right foot on top or in front. "20 seconds till air." It just told me. Stay with it. We're probably going to be here until the air kicks on. Hug your right knee to your chest if you want to go Vashi. Kick the leg towards the bricks and take it to the sky. This is a challenging moment, no doubt about it. Stay with it. Release the leg if it's there. Inhale, come back to center. Push back, downward dog. Stay with this. Move through one vinyasa. Then from downward dog, come forward to plank and slowly lower to your bellies. Take your right hand out to the side, palm down, bend your left knee, roll towards your right hip, step that left foot behind you, like wilding on the floor. Now, claw the floor and drag your chest towards this wall over here. And that's going to stretch. This is called a fascial line. It's your forearm, your bicep, and your pec. So you're going to feel your forearm and your bicep peel as you draw your chest towards this wall over here. Then you might take your left shoulder back, right? And as you do that, you're going to feel it go into your right pec, into your right chest. Now, some of you are going to use that left hand to support the joint, so it's going to be in front of your mat kind of. Some of you are going to want to interlace your hands behind your back. Go for it, whatever feels good to you. If you're interlacing your hands behind your back, the higher your hands are towards your shoulders, the more challenging it's going to be. The more accessible would be closer to your butt. And then watch the boing as you release. Inhale, come back to center. Take a breath. Then take the left hand out to the side. Bend the right knee. Roll towards the left hip. Step the foot behind. Now this time you're going to drag your chest towards the brick wall. For me in this pose, what I need out of this pose is I need more of my chest driving here. I like more going through the forearm and especially the bicep. Bicep comes up, attaches to your scapula, right? So when it gets tight, it will do like that and hike this scap up like this. So it's important for us to release this muscle, right? If you're going to clasp your hands, go for it. If you're going to clasp your hands behind your back, if your left pinky was under, right pinky gets a turn. One more breath. If the hands are clasped, release. Inhale, come back to center. Roll to the outside of roll to your right side, bend your knees, bring your hands underneath your head. So you can take your head, you could have your hand under your head like this. Your head can be on your arm. You could take your block and put your block here, and your head could be on your block. Whatever's going to be the most comfortable for you, okay? Take your left hand to the inside of your knee, but the outside of your foot. Or your strap would be here. Now I'm going to pull on kick my foot into my hand. That's how I energize my leg. I get some muscle energy. Now kick your leg towards like where the ceiling and the wall meet. Now start to take the heel towards the sky. Keep sweeping your right heel into the mat. Now, you need to go external rotation. So the simple way could be you're going to sweep your heel in, but really you're trying to rotate your thigh, right? There's two joints here. Really, we're trying to take the thigh away from our ribs, right? That's external rotation. Internal would be like this, right? The more it hugs, the more I feel this TFL try to cramp up on me. So you want to keep that little bit of external rotation. One more breath. And then bend the knee, release the leg, come back to center. Roll towards your left side, bring your knees in front. And you take your right hand to the inside of the right knee, but the outside of the foot. Push and pull a little bit to energize. Kick your foot towards where the ceiling and the wall meet. Then start to take it a little higher overhead and keep sweeping your left heel into the mat. And then the out seam forward. Can I demo on you? So it'd be like if I came up, right? I grab the outside of your thigh. Yeah, look, you have good control there. It's this. We're taking this away from the ribs. Then this is below the waist. So what do we got to do after we do this? Here. Go the other way. That's a lot of control. That's awesome. Watch the boing as you release. Inhale, come back to center. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Tack your toenails flat. Charge your legs up. Belly button to spine, pubic bone or junk into the yoga mat. When you're ready, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower. Keep going. Do 5, your breath. Now, your breath isn't as deep on this, right? Because it's a back bend. It's not going to be as long. That's the trade-off, right? After your 5, when you lower down, release the hands. Take your hands underneath your head. Turn your head to one side. You could do some butt wiggles or some reverse windshield wipers if that feels good. And then come to neutral. Interlace your hands behind your back. One more. If your left pinky was under, right pinky goes this time. Charge the legs, neutralize the pelvis. Go forward and up when you're ready. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come up. We'll do 5. Stay with your breath. Keep those heels sweeping out away from each other. After your 5, release the hands. Take your hands under your head. Swap the hands. Turn your head to the other side. Okay, inhale your head back to center. Place your hands middle of the chest. Nipple line. Take the shoulders back. Curl the toes. Charge the legs. Now, when you're ready, push up chaturanga. Take a breath. Push up the plank. Full round of breath. Push back the downward dog. Take a few breaths. Reach the right leg straight back, come forward, right knee to left elbow, kick the leg out to the side so the outside of the foot's on the floor. Now, we want to push back towards downward dog. So you keep your leg out to the side, but take your hips back to where the back of the room. Now, drag your leg back to the right. There's the TFL on the IT band. Inhale, come forward, shoulders to wrist crease. Spin to the inside of the left foot. Draw the left elbow back. Maybe reach up. Maybe lift that right thigh off the floor, so adduct. Leg. Your right leg. What did I say? Thigh. Oh, okay. Lower down if it's there. Inhale, come back to center. Unwind that right leg. Reach it back to where the plank with the leg up. Back to downward dog. 2 more. Chaturanga with the one leg, go for it. But keep reaching out of your heel so you're extending out of the hip. When you get back after that 3rd one, lower the right leg down, take a breath. Reach the left leg straight back. Come forward, left knee towards right elbow, kick the leg out to the side. Take the hips back. We're working that TFL on IT band first. Here's your TFL. Turns into your IT band. Drag that foot or drag the hip back to the left. Now inhale, come forward to the plank. Spin to the inside of the right foot. Draw the right elbow back. Maybe reach up. Maybe engage the inside of that left thigh as you lift the foot up towards the sky. Maybe look up. Release the leg if it's up. Inhale, come back to center. Reach the leg back. Come forward. We're going to do 3 of these planks, downward dog to planks with the leg up. If you want to hit the chaturangas, feel free. After your 3, lower that left leg down, lower your knees. Nice, y'all. You kind of knew what was coming after that floor work that we just did, right? You kind of had an idea what was going to happen. That's the game, right? The game is this. It's not this. That's just plateauing, right? We're going to keep working, going up. All right, cross your, these are some things I can't do with y'all, but you're going to take your right leg over your left, take your feet apart, and sit back between your heels. I don't have my brace on today, but my knee's pretty banged up. Now we want to reach down, grab that left sit bone, pull it back and out to the side. Then we're going to do the same thing to the right. When we pull the sit bone back and out, we're going to feel the right side get a little closer to the mat. If you need to sit up on your blanket or your bolster, sit up a little bit higher. Now, longhorn is that we just kind of hinge forward a little bit, right? You feel in the back of the hip, the outside of the hip here. But we could play with Gomukhasana. We made that shape today. So we want to be opposite elbow up that we have knee up. So our right knee is up, right? It means our left arm wants to come in front, plug it in, and then reach behind us. There's the elbow up, right? And the opposite knee. The right hand comes out to the side. The fingernails go forward. You bend the elbow and you wiggle up. And then you clasp your hands or you drop the strap from your left hand into your right. And you can hinge forward from there as well if that feels good to you, or you can stay up straight. But remember, the chin doesn't lead the parade. The chest does. They're actually opposing forces. The back of your neck is sliding to where the ceiling and the wall meet at the back of the room as the chest is coming forward. That's work itself, right? And then wherever you're at, unwind the arms, unwind the legs, come back to all fours, and then swap side two. So left goes over right. Now really get the front of that right thigh nice and tight to the back of the left. Especially if you're tight in the back of the hip, because the knees are going to want to pull apart, right? So the closer you get them to start out with, the more we'll be able to hold on to that. Now we got to go to the bottom side first. So we're going to reach the right side, sit bone back and out, and then left. And then if we want to stay here, awesome. One's never better than the other, right? Wherever you want to play and feel good, that's where you're going to play. So if you want to stay here, stay here. If you're going to do the arms, we got to go right arm in front, reach behind, left, fingernails forward, bend the elbow. You're not going to get any more out of your left arm. This is the end range of motion in the shoulder. It's done. To get your hands closer, you want to take your right shoulder blade to the wall behind you. And the more your shoulder blade goes back, the closer your hands are going to get. Stay active from your feet. Toes should look like this. This is like a flex point, right? Flexing and pointing, both. Then pull the energy up the legs. Yep, do the upper trunk, up and out of the elbow and the crown of the head. Watch the buoying as you release. Unwind the legs. Spin around all fours, hands and knees. And then just reach one leg back, open up the knee and the hip. And then lower it down, swap side two. And then lower it down. Take a breath. Step back to plank. Push back, downward dog. Work through one vinyasa. When you get back to downward dog, look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a nice big reach. Charge those legs, curl back that little bit. Feel that peel come up your belly and your chest and your neck and your face, up the arms, up and out of the fingers, up and out of the crown of the head. Inhale, come up, exhale, hands in front. All right, root into your left foot, bend your right knee, reach back, grab your ankle, your foot, or your strap. Start prepping up this balance a little bit. Heels heavy. So your toes should be able to move. They're rooted, but they should be able to move. Your heel cannot move. Now, bring your belly button in and bring your sit bones down to the backs of your knees. Now start to draw your heel towards your sit bone, and we're getting that quad stretch, front of the thigh. You got to keep working the belly button in and the sit bones down. That's the pelvic neutrality. That's going to be the most important. Then draw the heel to the sit bone. That's extending it a little bit. Now we want to go with the dancer, right? We're going to bring that left arm in front. We're going to plug it in. Now don't worry about kicking the leg back. Hinge at the hip. Keep going. There. Now, when you feel that you're comfortable and you still got your heel rooted, start to kick the leg back. So you're drawing the hand into the foot as you're kicking the foot back into the hand. Keep the right hip coming down. Yes, one more breath. Inhale, come back up. Release the knee. Bring the arms up. Exhale, release. Swap side two. So before you pull your heel to your butt too far, remember that was the last part, the extension, go belly button in and sit bones down. And you'll already feel a stretch. Then you start drawing the heel towards the sit bone. Keep that right heel heavy. Outside edge of the foot, nice and rooted. Big toe mound rooted. We're already here. If you want to stay, stay here. If you want to go right arm in front, make sure we're plugged. We don't be disengaged. Now see, this is going to want to happen. So you got to keep that left hip coming down. So keep hugging to the inside of your right thigh. When you're ready, maybe kick the leg back. Yes. One more breath. Now think of the 2 or 3 seconds. Inhale, come up slow. Bring that knee in front. Keep the sacrum back, so don't let this happen. Keep that sacrum back. Maybe look up. And exhale in front. All right, so your strap. Thank you. You want to have a loop on your strap like this. So if your strap's like this, you take your strap, right? You're going through the 2 rings and then through the middle. And you're going to pull this so that you make a little loop. Now I want the loop to be however much space I need, right? So when I'm here, I need that little bit of extra space. This is where the loop's going to help me. It's going to be a lot easier for you to hold a loop because you can pull and push on it than for you to hold your strap like this because this is going to keep happening, right? It's going to keep slipping. So if you need this much space on your loop, you're going to give yourself this much space, right? Whatever that distance is going to be. Now, we're going to prep this on the first one, but we could eventually just reach down and grab our toe too. So you can be here if you want as well. It's going to be your choice. So let's prep this up. Does anybody want this? Everybody good? Okay. So we're going to start, root into that right foot. Inhale that left knee in front. Take the hand to the knee. Draw it back to you a little bit. Yeah, we get a good little root. Bring your belly button in. Now take the knee out to the side. Yep, keep this right hip back. This wants to happen. The whole thing wants to go, right? This is just in my knee joint. This is terrible. I got to keep this back, and I want to open here, the inside of the thigh. Inhale, come back. Exhale, release. Set that foot up, right, nice and strong. Bring the right knee in front. Draw in a little bit. Feel how you root the head of that femur into the hip socket. Start to take the knee out a little bit. Keep this hip back. Think opposing forces. Left is back as right starts to open out. Inhale, come back to center. Lower down. All right, now we're going to put this together, okay? So you want to take your strap around your left foot, or you're going to reach down, bring your 2 fingers between your big toe and your second toe. Then you're going to open the knee out to the left. Then you're going to kick the leg straight. You could take this right arm out, give you a little bit of balance. And here we are. We got to take that out seam down to the floor a little bit. Yep. One more breath. Now bend the knee, come back to center. Take your right hand to the pinky toe side of the foot, or you're going to swap your hand in the strap. Kick your foot straight forward. Keep the heel heavy on the right side. Inhale, get tall. Maybe take the hand behind you. Maybe look behind you. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release. I offered that to you. I was like, yeah, just say it was me. I do it all the time. I walk around with y'all. You're doing handstands. I'm like, try this. You're like, I'm making you nervous. As soon as I walk away, you're like, bloop, bloop, bloop.
Rig's got a thing, and my thing is not balanced.
I tell you all the time, put the shit in perspective. What are you trying to do right now? You're trying to stand on one leg, open the hip, right? Take the leg out, come back, swap it. Like, that's a lot, right? It's supposed to be hard. It's not meant to be easy, right? That's where we're at. It's a challenging moment right now. Come on, let's try. So here we go. You never get pissed, never let balance piss you off. Something as simple as your ears being a little clogged, right? You're a little congested can throw your balance off. So just practice, right? So here we go. Bring that right knee up. Take the fingers between the toes or to the strap. Open out first. Keep this hip back. Kick to like where the two walls are meeting. Yeah. Nice and tall here. Yeah, keep hugging in. Everything's hugging. Every piece of muscle is hugging the bone. One more breath. Now bend the knee. Come back to center. Hand to the outside of the pinky toe side of the foot. Kick the leg straight. Keep the heel heavy. Inhale, get tall. And maybe take the twist. Maybe look behind you. Breathe. Now inhale, come back to center. Control it as you release. Nice, y'all. Awesome. All right, grab your mats, find a spot on the wall. We'll go upside down. If you're at home, you don't have the wall to kick up on, you can always lay on your mat. Knees bent. Reach one heel to the sky as your hands go behind your thigh. Interlace your fingers. Take a bunch of breaths. And then you can swap into side two. If you are at home or in the studio, it's not your day to invert. You're always welcome to go legs up the wall or do a pose that feels good to you. If you want to invert in the middle of the room, go for it. Your choice. If you want a wall spot, we have plenty of room. We'll get you up. But those of you that want to invert in the middle of the room, you're more than welcome to stay there. All right, so I'm going to talk everyone through downward dog and L pose. Those of you that want to do handstand, headstand, tripod, pincha, hollow back, any of those that you want to mess with, feel free to work on your own. Trina's going to be walking around, so she'll give you a hand with anything. Once I get everybody up, I'll walk around as well. If you have any questions for me, grab me too. All right? So if you want to go on your own, go for it. If you're going to stick with me, all fours, hands and knees, feet are touching the wall. All fours, just like that low mountain we've been working. Then we're going to take a couple breaths. We're going to lift the knees and the hips, come to a short downward dog. Then step one foot up the wall, and then the second foot up the wall. If the knees stay bent, you're in downward dog inverted. If your legs go straight, you're in L pose. So you can play between the two. And you stay as long as feels good, and you come down. Maybe you try again. We'll be here for a few minutes, so take your time, play around. Keep your hips going to the front of the room. So your feet can come, there you go. Keep bringing your weight that way. There you go. Yes, feel your elbows loading up a little more. Yeah. That way, your thighs back now, instead of in like anterior pelvic tilt, right? Thighs forward. That's awesome. Good control. Yes. Nice, y'all. Plug them in.
I know, but I always feel like I'm scrunching. Once I have shoulders back, it just gets heavy.
Well, that means you're not drawing your shoulders down your back. Like think shoulder blades, like these things down.
But as soon as I do that, I feel like I lose this, so I scrunch.
We need a couple scap exercises. It sounds like. 8:30 now, just remember. When you're inverted out, you can do a pose that feels good or lay on your back, right? wherever you want to be.
It's the same with the pincher.
I'm sorry?
It's the same with the pincher.
Yeah. Pinch is going to be more challenging, though.
But also I need to find a way to
Yeah, because like your pose was like this, right? So we kind of went,
arching a bit.
yeah, yeah. So same thing. All of them are going to do that handstand, right? Headstand, tripod, pinch. All of them are going to be same shape. So same issue of keeping that thigh back that little bit. It's belly button for sure. Yep. And then even sit bones down. Really, it's hamstrings. You got to engage hams because they're attached here to your sit bones. So when these engage, you're going to pull this down. When this pulls down, now your belly button can draw in and you get a good engagement, right? So really, it's the legs. You're welcome. All right, let's get ready. If you're about to invert, go for it. Do your thing, right? Let's get ready to meet on our bellies. All right, we talked a little bit about pelvic neutrality today. Let's work it here in bow, okay? The biggest part of this pose, this wants to happen. And then you're gonna try to backbend into this, right? It sounds like a recipe for disaster. You gotta get this, right? Backbends happen in your thoracic spine. That's your middle upper back. This is your lumbar spine. So this shouldn't be getting any of that backbend. It should be happening here in that middle upper back. So lots of belly in. So we were kind of just talking a second ago. The true engagement that you need is your hamstrings here, right? So your knees are going to be bent, which means you're going to have a connection to your hamstrings. Here's them, right? So when you bend, you should feel this. But here's the deal. These are attached, your sit bones are called your ischiotuberaces. This is where your hamstrings come up and attach, right? So if these muscles are loose, your sit bones are going up to the sky, right? That's why it's so important. That's why I'm kind of like a little stingy with the hamstring stretches sometimes, unless someone says, can we do hamstrings? I only do a few of those with y'all, enough to keep the body neutral. But we need to be tensioned back here in the hamstrings because they're gonna pull the sit bones down. Then as the sit bone pulls down, the belly button can draw in, yeah, and we're nice and solid here. If there's no engagement and no pull down, these are gonna win. They're never gonna beat this, right? Quads are always gonna win when it comes to your belly, so you gotta get these muscles in the game. So come on, let's do it together. So bend your knees, reach back, grab your ankles, your feet, or your strap. Now don't pull your heels to your butt too far, right? Just grab them because we got to neutralize. Now there's a little trick here. So we want to hug our knees in, that's adduction. Now we want to push our knees down. Just for this moment, our butt's going to come up in the air. We're just going to try to make more space. Now pull your belly button to your spine and bring your pubic bone to the mat or your sit bones to the backs of your knees. Now you should feel your low back nice and clear and open. Look forward. Reach forward as you lift your chest. Draw your hands into your feet as you kick your feet back into your hands. But your pubic bone should be rooting down to the mat. Your sit bones should be going to the backs of the knees. One more breath. Watch the buoying as you release. Take your hands underneath your head. Turn your head to one side. You could do butt wiggles or reverse windshield wipers, whatever feels good. Go back to the breath. All right, number 2, inhale your head back to center. Bend your knees. Reach back, grab your ankles, your feet, or your strap. Hug the knees in. Now the little trick was push the knees down. But no matter what the case is, it's belly button to spine, pubic bone to the mat. Keep the engagement and pull your heels to your butt to your heels. There's the hamstrings. Now look forward as you lift the chest. Don't let the knees splay. They're going to try to pull away from each other. Keep hugging in. Take the throat back. Yes. Back of the heart, forward out of the front of the chest. One more breath. Control as you release. Take your hands under your head. Swap. If left was on top, right, and then turn your head to the other side. Butt wiggles or reverse windshield wipers, whatever feels good. And then come to neutral. Roll over onto your backs. First, I'll talk you into bridge, then into wheel. Okay, we'll do 2. If you want to do 2 wheels, sure. If you want to do 2 bridges, go for it. If you want to do supported bridge, you can always take the block underneath your sacrum. I've told y'all in the past, when I need a really deep back bend, I do not go to wheel or to like a drop back, walk down the wall. I actually go to supported bridge because the extra support really lets me work my upper back. Right? Sometimes the regression is the progression, right? That's the deal. So you're going to go bridge or wheel, set your feet up, hips width apart, and they're parallel like train. So what's the misalignment we talked about? The heels want to spin in. So right away, you're going to start pushing in your heels and sweeping those inner heels out. Hug your shins in. Pull your heels to your butt. Bring your belly to your spine. Head and shoulders back. Now slowly, for the 2 or 3 seconds, lift your hips. If you go too fast, y'all are strong, you'll shoot the thighs forward. So if you feel like your knees are splaying out to the side, you're lifting too high. There should still be the thighs back idea. Wiggle the shoulders under a little bit deeper. Then reach the knees forward. Reach the upper palate of the mouth back so the throat opens up. Stay engaged. When you're ready, if your hands are clasped, release. Slowly lower down. Take your feet wide. Let your knees touch. Take one hand on your heart and one hand on your low belly. And go back to the breath. All right, number 2, inhale, open the knees, reset the feet, bring the arms along the sides. Charge the legs. Core, head and shoulders back, slowly lift the hips. If you're going to interlace your hands behind your back, remember, swap the hand hold. If you're going to go wheel, place your hands wide to the edges of your mat. Turn your hands out. Yep. Too much. A little bit. Between the two. Keep. Yep. Plug your shoulders back. Push down to come up. Keep the power in the legs. Pump your heart towards the wall that you're looking at, and you could slide your shoulders on your back even more. Stay engaged. Maybe kick one leg out. Maybe lower that leg, maybe kick the opposite leg out, wherever you're at. Maybe lower it down. When you're ready, everybody lower down. Take the feet wide, let the knees touch. If your right hand was on your heart last time, left hand on your heart, opposite hand on your low belly. Nice, y'all. And then windshield wiper side to side. Come to neutral, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Make a couple small circles on your low back. That sacrum, top of your pelvis. Come to neutral. With your knees bent, lower your feet to the floor. Inhale your right knee to your chest. Take your left hand to the pinky toe side of the foot. Pull and push. Kick the leg up to the foot up to the sky. Now, keep your right hip down, cross the leg towards the left. And once you go across the midline, there's that TFL and IT band again. If you need the strap, use the strap. Give yourself that little bit of space. Here's that external rotation thing. It's a little, we have a little trick to do when we're on our back like this. You can take your right hand and bring the thumb into the crease of the hip. You're going to persuade the thigh forward in front of you. There's the external rotation. You feel it change the hip. Now breathe above the waist. Yeah, up through the ribs. There it is. One more breath. And then inhale, come back to center. Bend the knee. Lower the leg. It lovingly sucks, right? Yeah. All right, hug your left knee to your chest. Right hand, or whatever your side 2 is, pinky toe side of the foot. Take the heel up to the sky. Keep the left hip down. Let the legs start to settle to the right. Yeah, you see how when you did your thigh, you can almost bring your shin back in a little bit? Yeah, because there's the 2 joints there, right? So the foot and the shin should really, yeah, be different than the thigh. But it's so we're talking about moving the thigh, right? Yes, sweeping the inner heel is going to help create the external rotation, but you really want to feel the thigh working external rotation. That's really the action we're looking for. One more breath. And then bend the knee, come back to center. Take the legs out straight, reach the arms up overhead. Spread the fingers and spread the toes. Hug your right knee to your chest. Roll towards your left hip. Take the twist so right shoulder stays rooted down. If you feel like that right shoulder peeled up a little bit on you, you're just going to breathe up out of your waist on the inhale, and then the exhale, you can twist it back in. And then inhale, come back to center. Hug your left knee in, take your right leg out. Roll towards that right hip. Left shoulder stays rooted. Same thing here with the thumb to the thigh thing. It works here as well. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Take the legs out straight. Reach the arms up overhead. Take a big stretch. Spread the fingers. Spread the toes. All right, feel all that space that you made. When you're ready, hug the knees to your chest. Take the knees wide. Happy baby. Keep the knees wider than the shoulders. Keep the sacrum flat. So sit bones down to the mat. If your sit bones are flying to the sky and you're rolling into your lumbar spine, just let go of your feet, hold your knees or your shins. That'll let you neutralize a little bit more through the spine and through the pelvis. And then you could take the knees wide and draw the knees towards your ears. Big opener in the back of the hip, inside of the thighs. You can go one leg straight or both legs straight. You'll be in the back of the legs. And when you're ready, inhale the knees to center. Exhale the legs out straight. We'll take Shavasana. Beautiful practice, crew. Feel free to add or remove layers or props. I'm going to talk everyone through laying flat, but you're more than welcome to do a variation that feels good to you. Then here's the legs stretch out. Let the feet gently roll open. Bring the arms along the sides. And as the open palm turns to the sky, you feel the shoulders settle back. And your head rests back. Maybe your eyes close. Let our body get heavy. Let our mind soften back to the breath. We let our heart open. as we get ready to move the practice into the yoga of life, we follow that same idea, that goal we had earlier in our practice, to be here in this moment. The bottom of the hourglass that we can't, that's gone, that represents our depression. Just like the top of it represents our anxiety. Things that we don't know are happening. But the control is right here in the moment. So in those uncomfortable moments, take another breath. Take a few breaths. Watch how it brings you back to center. Whatever the challenge, we take a breath, we set a foundation, we engage, and we express the best that we have in that moment. And with another breath means a new opportunity, another chance. Begin here to draw in a deeper breath. Feel the breath washing through the body, your toes, your fingers, the crown of your head, through your heart. You reawaken that better version of yourself. As the fingers and the toes begin to wiggle, maybe the arms and the legs begin to stretch or reach, move in a way that feels good to you. Take your time, move slowly. When you're ready, you can hug your knees to your chest and just roll to the right side. Take your hands underneath your head, make a little pillow. Take a few breaths here. Let yourself reacclimate. When you're ready, push your hands down. Come up to a seated position. We'll meet together with our eyes closed and our hands in front of our hearts. Anjali Mudra. One more time to seal in our practice, our time together with our Kula, our yoga family. Together, the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Beautiful. As we softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. For all of that hard work and that determination, that challenge, the love and the support you always give each other, it's to you that I bow. Namaste. Thanks, crew. Good to see everyone. You know, if you have any questions or anything, grab us before you leave. Next Saturday, I won't be here, okay? It's my birthday weekend, so I got to get it in, you know. I got to get that middle of the hourglass, you know. Unfortunately, Trina won't be here with you, but Deb will. Okay, Deb Glassman will be here with y'all, so you'll have fun, and I'll see y'all the following week. Okay, just Saturday I won't be here. The rest of the week I'll be here with y'all. Thanks, y'all.